You are watching the broadcast of the El Paso County Commissioners Court meetings. Commissioners Court meetings are held every Monday at 9:30 a.m. on the third floor of the El Paso County Courthouse, located at 500 East San Antonio in downtown El Paso. These meetings are open to the public. The meeting will start momentarily.
The County of El Paso is giving the public a chance to clear their misdemeanor and felony warrants by taking advantage of the satellite booking office in lieu of the county jail. This is an opportunity to avoid having your name published on a criminal warrant list and being arrested at your home or place of business. Before reporting to the satellite booking office, please call 915-546-2121 or visit epcounty.com and click on Operation Safe Streets for information and procedures. This is an ITD-friendly reminder to all county employees. If you are interested in learning more about Microsoft Word, Excel, Outlook, or if you would like to learn more about telephone functions, the Information Technology Department offers trainings to county employees. If you are interested in attending these trainings, please sign up on Training Manager. Happy training!
The County of El Paso's Purchasing Department is responsible for ensuring that all items and services needed by various county departments are purchased in the manner required by the state of Texas. Whether through formal sealed bids or smaller dollar quotations, the county purchasing team is dedicated to finding the best contracting return on your taxpayer dollars. Additionally, the Purchasing Department is responsible for the tracking of inventory within the county and properly disposing surplus through public auctions. For questions about how to become a vendor and compete for county contracts, or to learn more about public auctions, please contact us at telephone number 915-546-2048.
Go to youtube.com and search the County of El Paso, Texas. There, you will find videos highlighting some of the departments within the county. Don't forget to like our videos and subscribe to the channel.
The 346 District Court Judge Angie Juarez Barril started the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court program in 2012 for veterans and active service members that have been arrested and charged with a felony or misdemeanor criminal offense. To be considered for the specialty court, the statutory criteria includes be a veteran or current member of the United States Armed Forces, including a member of the Reserves, National Guard, or State Guard, and suffer from a brain injury, mental illness, or mental disorder, including PTSD, or be a victim of military sexual trauma, all occurring or resulting from military service. Call Sylvia Serna, Veterans Program Director, at 915-546-2119, or email her at sserna@epcounty.com for any information.
Commissioner Andrew Haggerty would like to invite you to his weekly breakfast meeting that takes place every Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. at Danny's Diner, located at 4690 Trans Mountain Road. Every week he has a different speaker who will be discussing topics of interest for the community. So if you live in the Northeast, West Side, or anywhere else in the county, come and join us for the breakfast meeting. Did you know that you can save money on the cost of your medications? And doing so is easy. In 2015, the County of El Paso launched the prescription discount card program from coast to coast. The cards are available to all El Paso County residents free of charge, and everyone qualifies. You can pick up a card at any county office location, Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, or Target pharmacies, or simply print the card at www.coastrx.com. Happy savings!
Are you a business that would like to be notified of available bids and contracting opportunities? The County of El Paso Purchasing Department maintains a database that allows our staff to notify interested businesses of bid and contracting opportunities based on the vendor's area of expertise or preference. To find out more about becoming part of this vendor notification database or to update your company's current information, please contact our department at 915-546-2048.
Financial Recovery is a division under the Budget and Fiscal Policy Department. The Financial Recovery Division regains monies from those who have exhausted resources throughout the judicial process. The authorization for the recovery of spent resources is by court order. These are resources initially funded by taxpayers. Financial Recovery Division's goal is to assist in making the county and taxpayers whole by replenishing funds into the budget to optimize services to the public. For more information, please visit the El Paso County website.
You are watching the broadcast of the El Paso County Commissioners Court meetings. Commissioners Court meetings are held every Monday at 9:30 a.m. on the third floor of the El Paso County Courthouse, located at 500 East San Antonio in downtown El Paso. These meetings are open to the public. The meeting will start momentarily.
July 10th, 2017. Commissioners Court is meeting in regular session. Will you please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty Thank you. The call for consent. The consent agenda is composed of items 3A through 3L. Mr. Wallace Hardgrove, the Executive Director of Budget and Fiscal Policy Department, has requested that item 3H be pulled for discussion. Are there any other items that members of the court or the public would like to consider separately, please?
Commissioners, anything else to be pulled from consent? Okay, can we have a motion to approve the remainder of the consent agenda, please?
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Pettis is absent. Commissioner Leung?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And Ms. Pietzig, just, I'm going to take something a little bit out of order. Betsy, item 18, you are requesting that it be deleted. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Since we have folks interested in that item, let's go ahead. If you could read that into the record, and we'll just delete it now.
Yes, Judge. Item 18, postponed from June 26, 2017. Approve and authorize the county judge to sign the collection services agreement with Harris & Harris Limited for collection services for the County of El Paso for a 3-year term with 2 additional 1-year options to renew. Contract number 2017-0257.
And this is, just to be clear, because I know there's people in the audience interested in this item, Wally or Christina or Betsy, there's still kind of conversations going on with that firm that were a result of information provided to us, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
So we're reviewing that, and we'll go ahead and review that with budget.
Okay, do we have a motion to delete?
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Pettis is absent. Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 4, public comment.
We have 2 individuals signed up to address us during public comment. The first is Dr. Raymond Bader, who is a beloved member of the county family. And he will be followed by Judge Ruben Lujan. Good morning, Dr. Bader.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. It's really a pleasure to come before you.
Great to see you.
And still enjoy my time out there. But I'm here on behalf of Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service because we would like to introduce a new member of our faculty. She is coming to us. She's a native El Pasoan, graduate from Clint High School. And also
Eastwood?
Yes, Eastwood.
And also graduate from Southeastern Oklahoma State University. But I'd like for her to talk more about her. She is our new county extension agent for the Cooperative Extension Program as a 4-H and youth development agent. So, Madeline Serra.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to meet y'all. Well, like you said, I'm Madeline said, I graduated from Southeastern Oklahoma with a bachelor's in occupational safety and health and a minor in chemistry. I came back here because I love El Paso. Oklahoma wasn't that fun. But I had a full ride for athletics, for volleyball, and academic to play there. So I finished my 4 years there, and now I was hired by Prairie View, Texas A&M, to be their new CEP agent here in El Paso. And I just hope to change the lives here of the kids, especially the underserved down in the Lower Valley. I want them to get more involved in the county and the programs that we put out for them, because there's so much more out there than just sitting in front of your TV eating Takis and, doing all that fun stuff. But I hope to make a difference down here, and I hope to do a good job. Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, welcome. It's always really wonderful when El Pasoans who go off to school bring back their talents and their skill and their education to help their community. So thank you for doing that.
It was a big lasso, though, to make sure she's going to stay here.
Good.
But we got her. And thank you for all your support to Extension.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Dr.
much.
Bader. And we look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Me too.
Excellent. Thank you. Ms. Sera, you have a great day. Dr. Bader, you too.
You too.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Judge Ruben Lujan. Good morning, Judge.
Well, good morning to you all.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Judge Lujan out of JP 6-1, Judge Ren out of 6-2. And I was going to talk on item 18. And I wanted to bring to you how this thing of collections through delinquent fines all appeared. When I was appointed in 2001, I took on a court that had like over 10,000 cases that needed to be heard and thousands of dollars in delinquent fines that had not been collected, tens of thousands. And working with a staff of 5 out of a little room that the previous judge had, I said, there's 2 ways of approaching this. Getting rid of the docket, we're going to work from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. And that's the easy part. But delinquent fines, I had no experience even as this position and everything. I took it on as a challenge, and 17 years later, I'm still here. And so basically, you're the 3rd judge I've got the privilege to meet, all right? And so being on the school board for 9 years, having the privilege of being on the board of managers for Thomas Hospital, I got a little bit of understanding of how the county works and how delinquent taxes and all that good stuff. So dealing with Lineberger and knowing Jesse, I called him in and I said, Jesse, there's tens of thousands of dollars here and I don't know what to do. Why is it that you are collecting, since you do for the schools and the hospitals, why not the courts? He said, well, we've never been really approached or had an opportunity to go in. So I went, did my homework, and I asked that commissioner's board at that time if they would allow them to use my court as a pilot program to see where it would go. Well, at that time, we're bringing in about $1.3 million. And after 4 years and all the stuff that we put together, I went 4 years straight. We're bringing in $2 million in fines and fees. $2 million. I'm not saying they did it all. They did a little percentage of it. I used my business savvy to use my court and use it in a different way. And so basically we gave it birth. And I wanted to bring that up to the commissioners that are now here that weren't back there in 2002, 2003. And during this whole period, we had to make it all work. And we were back then in gyms, and then we transferred to Odyssey. And for 2 years, there was an area that I think you all experienced at that time. I think you were here already, where things were going not right. There was 2 years of non-delinquent fines being collected. Well, everything was finally fixed, made to work, and we're back on track. My only concern, and I'm coming as a concerned person working for the county, working for the people, is that this firm out of Chicago is not a law firm. I don't know if they have any idea of the demographics for El Paso County, and especially Commissioner Perez in my area, which has the 2 poorest districts in the state of Texas. Fabian's being the 13th poorest district, and San Elizario being the 2nd poorest district, according to TEA. So we deal with a lot of indigent defendants. The majority are indigent down where I'm at. And so I think this law firm, over the years that they've been in, understand the demographics and understand the problems of people. And we have worked so closely with our ITD, with their ITD, but we have somebody here that has a personal interest in El Paso County and the courts. I am co-chairman of the Council of Justice of the Peace, and I can speak for 6 of us that are a little worried about the change. I can only speak for 6 of them, and I did not solicit. I only asked, how do you stand? That's all I asked, so I could come here and give you how this whole thing evolved. Back in 2002 or 3, the commissioner said, let's try it, and all the different JPs eventually came on board and joined me. That's the birth of the private law firm collecting for the JP courts. That's how it happened. Just by coincidence, just by chance, or by me being able to have already met them through the school board, and the Thomason board. That was fun. Thomason board was fun. Back then it was called Thomason. I'm not sure about this law firm. I'm hesitant to say. I think it's going to take over 2 years to transition. I just don't see it happening overnight. It can't. They don't know what's going on here. Somebody might tell them what they think is going on, but I wish that a Justice of the Peace would have been invited to sit on that evaluating panel, because there was no input given to the auditors, whoever it is. I was not even, I said, why didn't anybody call Judge Lujan? I would have sat on that panel and given my expertise, my experience with this law firm, with how it evolved, where we're at now. I would have given all of that, but I did not get that opportunity either. There was an email sent, I did not get it. I researched it, I still can't find it. But I think, besides me, Wally was here when that happened way back then, and the opportunity, I think I would have had some input. I respect your governing body, and I respect your administrative body. You said it very clear when the problems with the courts, that you wanted all the information, and I respect and I agree with you what you said. We are your administrative body, and we guide you. You don't govern the courts, but you guide us. I totally respect that you're our administrative guiding board. I totally respect that. It's just my fear of that we came so far, and we're dealing with a company from Chicago, that we're going to go two steps back. I'm just, you know what's so funny though is that 2 years ago, there were already rumors that there's going to be a change, and that these guys were going to probably not get the contract. And I'm going to myself, how can somebody 2 years ago predict that they're going to be not picked and somebody else is going to come in? How can they do that? They can't. It's up to you. So how could that have started 2 years ago, that law firm was going to not have this job? I'll testify that under oath. How could that have been predicted? I have no clue. But that's the politics involved, or personal problems. I don't know. It's really none of my business, because you all are going to make the decision. So with that, I guess my 3 minutes are up.
Definitely.
Well, thank you for, I don't come up, I've been here 6 times. The first time when I came to ask permission from the commissioners to allow us to venture into delinquent fines collections. That's how we gave it birth. This has worked, I think, so good. The numbers, they're between you all and the high administrators. But I want to thank you, okay, if I may. You're my 3rd county judge, and it has been, how can I say it, a pleasure to have met you.
Thank you.
To have worked with you, and for you accepting all my invitations to go down to the valley and meet people, and you never said no. And I want to wish you all the luck in your future ventures, if I may. And I thank you so much. I probably won't see you again, maybe.
We will. We'll see each other.
See?
Thank you, Judge.
Well, you all have a good morning, and thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Our final speaker is Mr. Gordon Ray Thatcher.
Got one more. Judge, you got one more also.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Sorry. You are not our final speaker.
That's okay.
No, but you're next.
Oh, I'm here.
You're
Okay.
next. Yes, Mr. Thatcher. Thank you. Good morning.
Hello, my name is Gordon Ray Thatcher. I live in the city in the Northeast. This is the first time that I have attended a county meeting here. I usually attend the city.
Welcome.
Thank you. I didn't even really know what the subject matter was that the judge said, and I hope I can get maybe an extra 30 seconds. I used to work for a collection agency in Virginia, and the local collection agencies know the area. It doesn't matter where the collection agency is. I think the judge mentioned Chicago. It could be the biggest firm in the United States, but unless they're based here in your local community, either we collected for hospitals, they're going to know the area. and it doesn't matter if it's the rich side of town or the poor side of town, they're going to know the area, and their collection is going to, they're going to get more out of the money. I just wanted to point that out, and that's not the reason I came here. I just saw that if he's still here, it just doesn't make sense. So you might get a better price, a less percentage, but you're going to get better results local. Now the reason that I'm here. Last year I ran in District 2 for City Council. There were 8 candidates. I came in 4th. I went door to door, and the #1 complaint, well, there was a lot of concerns through the city, but the streets and the street lights and police officers. But one common complaint that I heard among taxpayers was car registration stickers. A lot of people are driving with expired stickers. Some of them don't have a sticker, but they have a Texas license plate. Some of them have the paper plates that are flapping in the wind. Some of them are fake. We've all seen it. You can go through a parking lot, you can go to a red light, whatever. I contacted Representative Moody and by email and said, look, can you go to Austin and maybe do a proposal, you know, an amendment to the local laws on how we can collect. And I give an example. If you have a vehicle that, let's just say for me, I have 3 vehicles, and I'm only one driver, but I have to pay the registration sticker on each vehicle every year. I have to have it inspected, each vehicle every year, and insurance every year. I've seen cars where the sticker is 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or whatever. If they decide to go to, say, Cohen, to the tax office and get a new sticker, they're not required to go and pay the previous registration stickers because it's a fee, it's not a tax. So my proposal to Representative Moody was, can we go to Austin and tweak the law? Can we say, hey, you have to pay the previous year's retroactive to get this up because it's not fair? And he said, his response was, well, it's really the enforcement of the city and the county. Well, we all know that they're running at 100%. We don't have enough officers on both sides, the city and the sheriff's office. And it's just, we're strained. So I'm asking you, what can we do to collect? Because it's lost money. The blue registration sticker on the front of the windshield, it's good, but all the police officers that I've talked to, mostly in the city, and I've probably talked to between 40 and 50 of them, all of them said they would like to go back to seeing that sticker on the license plate. That way, if a police officer approaches the car from behind at a traffic light or just running, they can see if that sticker is current. Now, does that mean that they're going to get 100% of them? No. But they can't, if they're approaching the car from behind, they can't see the blue sticker. And I even asked them, okay, can you change the color of the sticker every year? So if a police officer is going the opposite direction, he can see, oh, okay, blue is for this year. If he sees yellow was last year. It's an easier way to identify an expired sticker. So I'm asking the court, what can we do to fix, to me, as a simple solution? Because apparently from what I hear from the state, all the, I guess, suggestions, I don't know the exact term of it, is it's every 2 years. And I'm like, 2 years? I got to wait two more years to submit like an idea to the state? I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I'm just asking you, what can we do? Is it a high priority, low priority? To me, it's lost money. Thank you.
Mr. Thatcher, thank you so much for coming to visit with us at the county. We appreciate it and appreciate the concern you've expressed. If you would leave your phone number with Betsy
Sure.
Keller, our tax assessor collector has an enforcement division, and it would be great if you two could connect.
Definitely.
Because he's the person who runs the program, and so you will get far more direct information and collaboration through his office.
Thank you,
But we
Judge.
can connect you, so if you'll leave Betsy your number.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Our final speaker is Pierre Andre Usaraga. Is he here?
He was.
There you are. Good morning.
Good morning to everyone. I'm doing a little footage here, forgive me. There's a lot of people, believe it or not, interested, but I think people at home are afraid. And so this is really what's going on. I want to see if I could get people at home kind of like some footage about what's going on here in the background or what have you. But it was July 4th, and I've been coming up here for a couple years, and I've been saying it, and it sounds like a broken record, but you know, I'm here to, even though I feel a bit defeated, I'm still here to rock the flag, and I can rock more than one flag. I can rock that flag, I can rock that flag, I can rock any other flag that I'm associated with, any group of people. I've sent an email to the county expressing my ambitions. And I think it's a good idea because I'm hoping to be a leader, I'll be honest, to motivate a generation, my parents' generation, my child's generation, to just go after their dreams. This is a goal. I've been laying in a bunk. I've laid at home just wondering, what do I want to do with my life? After all the mistakes I've gone through, where do I see myself in 5 years, 10 years? Because I knew a little bit about serving time. Where do I see myself? I would like to have a business where I can create jobs. That would be really cool. When I go and people come to my coffin and they pay respects, what do I want to be remembered for? What am I doing with my life? This is what I'm doing with my life right here. Because it's important. Riley, my daughter, my mama, I miss you. I'll see you real soon. Stay strong and stay smart. I've expressed that to her time and time again. Cost-effective measures, there's some concerns. How are we going to address these issues? You know, with stickers. Again, boom, this is what you do. You look at this. Decriminalize marijuana. It'll free up time. So now you have patrolmen looking at these other little hiccups, these other glitches in the system. Detail is very important. Now, Austin, Dallas, Houston, they're already decriminalized. El Paso, what are we going to do? I'm here for you, Judge. I'm honest. There's people at home. There's a lot of people concerned. I'm telling you, there's a lot. When I leave these doors, when I walk out these doors, there's a lot I deal with. On a professional level, out on the streets, elected officials, there's a lot of concern. Forgive my arrogance or my character. It's just that I could use some help. We could use some help. Really, really. Generating revenue. We had a commission, and I'll bring this up, and don't be offended. It's not your problem. You weren't here when it happened. If we don't do anything, we're still going to be known to other parts of the state of Texas for being the county who had a commissioner, not anyone up here. I'll make that clear, not anyone up here. There was a commissioner who was convicted and served 5 years for trafficking marijuana. That's what we're known for. The moment we change these policies, you're going to see a huge difference. I don't care what the U.S. government says. If they threaten you in any way, you tell me. I don't like to be pushed around. I push back very hard if you push me. If anyone pushes the county of El Paso, the city of El Paso, the state of Texas, I would ask you all that you all would involve me in that. Because I love to fight, especially if I've been picked on. For any issue, especially if it affects the people, government, businesses, schools, children. I'm going to be involved. I'm going to have my 2 cents will be paid. I don't know what else to say to get some kind of feedback. You have my email address. I hope it's okay I can address your offices. Thank you. and see if we could get something going. Because 2 years is going to come and go like that. What are we doing? If you look at the map, the USA map, I could put a decriminalization on about 20 plus states across the U.S. I can sticker legalization across a few. I can definitely put only a couple of prohibition stickers. The state of Texas is one of them. And there's some CBD states, they're focused on CBD and hemp. Texas is the only one that's behind. And Texas has a lot of history. There's been a lot of stuff that has happened here. You all know. The judges upstairs know. The attorneys here, they know. The history of the state of Texas. This is history right here. We started this. This flag is because of El Paso right here. We did this. And it's our responsibility to change it. And I'm here. I've noticed that. That's value to El Paso.
Time.
Huge value to El Paso. And that's a lot of job. I wouldn't mind being, before I go, I wouldn't mind being maybe the #1 employer in Texas or in West Texas. I think I'd be a really cool boss. Making sure people have a good, safe job and their families are well taken care of. I would love that. So consider that, and it's all for the community. Will I benefit? I hope so. I hope to earn some respect more than anything. Money is secondary to me. I'm old-fashioned. I like code. I like what operates a man or a woman for that matter, especially women. I have a daughter and a mother, especially women. But that's what I have to say today. I'll see you all in a week. Reach out to me and let's get this done ASAP. Okay? Thank you so much for your ears. Good day. God bless, Judge. Wonderful to see you.
Thank you, Mr. Usadaga. Have a great day.
Yes, ma'am. You too.
And that concludes public comment. Ms. Piecyk, we can now go back to the item pulled from consent.
Thank you, Judge. Item 3H, approve and authorize the use of funds in the amount of $5,057.85 from the JP Technology Fund for the purchase of one Xerox Work Center copier for the front office of Justice Court Precinct 7 and Precinct 5 to sit and stand Veriflex workstations. All items have been vetted by Information Technology Department and the proper purchasing department process will be followed. Funding is available in account SR JP Tech OP SEC Equipment.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Wally Hargrove from the Office of Budget and Fiscal Policy. We had this item pulled as to the allowability of the Veristand sit-to-stand workstations. Those are furnishings those are furniture-based and are not an allowable expense out of the technology fund. We have a concurrence and a written document from the county attorneys also verifying that, and Judge Dixon has been informed that it would only the copy machine would be eligible for approval today. So we ask for your consideration to approve the copy machine only, and not the workstations.
Okay, thank you, Wally. Commissioners, any questions or a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Thank you. That would be to approve only the copy machines. Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries. Board appointments on the regular agenda. Item 5, approve and authorize the reappointment of Commissioner David Stout to the Tax Increment Reinvestment Zone Number 5 Board, TERS, effective August 21st, 2017, for the term ending August 21st, 2019.
Judge, Commissioners, I place this item on as the seat is up for reappointment August 21st. I believe Commissioner Stout is currently the chair of the TERS 5, and this is located in his precinct. So I'd ask for your consideration to reappoint him to that position.
I'd make a motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries. Judiciary and Corrections, item number 6. Approve and authorize the purchase of 175 laptop desktop computers for staff at the El Paso County Community Supervision and Corrections Department needed for technology upgrades. No county funding is available. The county purchasing process will be followed.
Good morning.
Good morning. Annalisa Davila with the Adult Probation Department. And basically, we came forward so that we could ask for a certification that the county cannot afford to pay for these for us, so that way we can use state funding for it. It's about $1,602 per laptop. I'm still waiting for pricings on the desktops, and we were looking at $175. So we have the money in our state funds. We just need to get the certification that the county cannot afford to pay that for us.
Okay. Wally, anything you need to weigh in on regarding this?
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Wally Hargrove from the Office of Budget and Fiscal Policy. When probation reached out to us, we did affirm that there was no capital request made for FY17, nor were there any excess funds in the FY17 allocation for the consideration of this purchase.
Okay. All right, Commissioners, any questions, or do you have a motion?
Motion to deny.
Second.
Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leone?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 7, approve exercise of second option to renew original agreement, contract number 2013-0575, as amended, contract number 2016-0021, between El Paso County on behalf of the El Paso County Juvenile Probation Department and Pinnacle Social Services, LLC, for the provision of special needs diversionary program services, LLC. Intensive in-home mental health services for the period of September 1st, 2017 through August 31st, 2018. There are 4 funding sources for this agreement: account GFJPD PROF SVC Gen, Title 4E account, Texas Juvenile Justice Department Grant M 2018, and Criminal Justice Department Grant Project Hope 2018. County Attorney's Office has reviewed and approved as to legal form. Contract number 2017-0374.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Kathleen Anderson, Assistant County Attorney. I'm General Counsel for the Juvenile Probation Department. I'm here in case you have any questions. Rosie Medina is the director of this program. She is out of the area. She is speaking at a conference, and so you get me instead of Miss Medina. The backup kind of indicates the history of the project, and this is a second option to renew. After this option to renew, we would then start over again. So this is the last option to renew. And as Pat has explained to you, we have 4 different funding sources, and routinely we'll find out definite numbers on the Grant M and Project Hope in August, and so we'll be able to come back to you and let you know what those numbers are.
Thank you so much. Commissioners, any questions or a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leone?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
County and District Clerk, item 8, approve and authorize the termination of the memorandums of understanding between El Paso County and Vendor Professional Document Systems Incorporated with Service Providers E-Recording Partners Network, LLC, and Corporation Service Company, and any entity interested in becoming an authorized e-filer of qualifying documents with the County Clerk's Office. The e-filing service will now be provided internally by the County Clerk's Office in collaboration with the county's Information Technology Department. Terms of the termination of contracts have been reviewed by the County Attorney's Office.
Okay, anybody here to speak on this? I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. Any questions or a motion?
It was Commissioner Leone.
Yes, but I was going to wait for the attorney.
Certainly.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sylvia Porter from the County Attorney's Office. I don't see anyone from the County Clerk's Office, so I'm here if the court has questions. Basically, under Local Government Code 195, the county has been allowing e-filing, and most of these entities, persons or entities, sign an MOU. We're at the point now where our IT department is going to rearrange the system so that instead of everyone having to file through a vendor or a service provider, they can file directly. That will probably take effect in September, but in the meantime, we're going to have to transition everyone that it continues to be interested in being an authorized filer to the new system. So the MOUs that are currently in place have a 30-day notice to terminate. We will give plenty of notice, about 60 days, that this change is coming, that the old MOUs will end, and we'll transition everyone to a refreshed MOU that addresses the new system. So hopefully that explains to you what is going to happen.
Commissioner?
Is there a cost savings or benefit to doing it in-house rather than doing it through the MOUs?
It is to the filers. I think right now they're having to pay the vendor or the service provider some money in order to file through them. And now when they come directly to the county, I understand there won't be a cost other than the usual filing fees.
Will there be an additional cost to the county to be able to do this?
I'm not sure what the costs are, Commissioner. I don't know if there's anyone from IT that can speak to this.
Hi, Dave. Are you aware of, do you have this answer, or is this a county clerk answer? Good morning.
Morning, Judge and Commissioners. David Garcia, your Deputy Technology Officer. I do not have the cost savings. We're here merely to represent any IT technical type questions. Perhaps the department head from the district clerks could answer that.
Okay, let's hold off on this so that Commissioner Haggerty can get.
Yeah, my only fear is we do this and then we find out, oh, we need to hire 7 more people to be able to pull this off or something. So.
Okay, so let's hold off, if you all don't mind, until someone from the clerk's office comes. Okay, let's move on. Thank you both. Let's move on to the next item.
Thank you, Judge. Item 9 for Health and Social Services. Item 9, approve and adopt the hourly testifying fee schedule for the Office of the Medical Examiner, County Attorney's Office, OP 17164.
Good morning, Dr. Rascon.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you for having us here. I'm Mario Rascon, Chief Medical Examiner for the El Paso County. And as mentioned, I'm here seeking the approval and adoption of the hourly testifying rate for the El Paso County Office of the Medical Examiners. That includes all professional staff activities related to exclusively civil cases and cases out of the OME jurisdiction. This is, again, to protect the significant investment that the county has made in the medical examiner's office and making sure that our time is spent where we belong at the Office of the Medical Examiner. And this fee schedule will be in place for interviews, either in person or by phone. And it also includes depositions, the pre-trial or the courtroom testimony itself, as well as waiting time. This will be coded as work time for Kronos purposes, and all generated funds will go directly to the El Paso County General Fund. And I'm here to address any questions or concerns that this item may bring.
Thank you, Dr. Rascon. And this is not an unusual practice for other medical examiners' offices, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Travis actually this year updated their fee schedule, and it's in place, I think, in Harris and Dallas, and it's a pretty standard thing that we happen to not have before.
Okay, thank you for bringing this to our attention. Commissioners, any questions? Commissioner Perez?
Doctor, how often, do you deal with these types of cases?
It's rather frequent, and it's precisely because we don't have a fee schedule, I'm afraid. There's a lot of civil litigation surrounding the decedent's estate or civil suits after maybe work-related deaths and things like that. And my personal opinion is that we get more than our fair share of these calls because we don't have a fee schedule in place, and they can basically use our time at their leisure, really without any significant economic consequences for their private firms. And as it was mentioned, it's really set at what the standard rate for the industry is. In other words, it's basically what other forensic pathologists would charge if that forensic pathologist had a private consulting practice. I suspect after establishing a fee, the number of subpoenas that we get for civil cases will decrease, but that's really just what I foresee happening.
So if you were to get, like, let's say, perhaps somebody who feels that there's a wrongful death and was suing a particular entity, whether it be let's say a doctor or a hospital or something like that, or maybe it was a car accident, those are the types of cases that you're referring to, that where perhaps two private parties are suing each other for civil.
Maybe the first couple of examples would fit that description best. I would say most motor vehicle related fatalities end up having some sort of criminal charges surrounding them. But these are just, this could be really any type of death, an overdose or even a natural death that happened to fall into our jurisdiction at that time. And then there's litigation over the estate of that person. So it's more things like that. When it's wrongful death due to a hospital and possible malpractice or something like that, they will probably hire a private consultant before us.
I guess if you could just keep track of, of how often, or I don't know if you already have those numbers for previous years. I see completely the rationale for having a fee structure in place. I just want to have a better understanding of any impact it may have, on individuals that, let's say, may have a legitimate, let's say, wrongful death suit. And perhaps, I'm guessing, are most of the requests coming from attorneys' offices, or? Yes. Okay. So, maybe it's, I just want to see if there's any impact on individuals that may opt not to pursue a civil case.
Yeah, in fact, I would say all of our requests right now are coming from attorneys' offices. I should stress, I guess, when this is for civil and non-OME jurisdictional cases. Obviously, for any criminal case related to an OME jurisdiction case, we're there.
Gotcha.
Commissioner Haggerty?
I think this makes total sense. I think Doctor said it when he said it. We're being taken advantage of because we don't charge, and we've had our fair share of lawsuits as a county, and we have to pay a lot of money for professional services to people to come in and do things. And it only makes sense that people that we train and attain to be professionals, there's a service fee for that as well. So I move to approve.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
That was Commissioner Leon. Thank you. Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Dr. Rascon. Ms. Pietzig, Ms. Briones is in the audience, so if we can go back to the prior item so that Commissioner Haggerty can ask her his question. Good morning.
Thank you. Item 8's been already read into the record.
My only real question was, is there going to be a cost to the county with doing away with the MOUs? Is there going to take?
No, sir.
Okay.
None whatsoever. And I would like to give a shout out to the IT department, because it's with great pride that it is with their service and their workmanship that they make the county look good. I would like to thank them for that. It's taken them a few years, a couple of years at least, and I would like to thank them for that. We're doing it already where it's electronic, and it's saving us bins and bins of opening mail. So it'll just be also saving the taxpayer, the title companies. Presently, we have 105 e-filing contracts, and it will commence, and I don't know if someone has stated this already, like in September, but there'll be a 60-day transition, and so it'll be like a weaning off. It will not be abrupt. It'll be a slow transition till finally it is all done in-house. Yes, sir.
Answer my question.
Thank you so much. Any other questions or a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion
Thank you.
carries.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Human Resources, item 10. Approve and authorize the county judge to sign the First Amendment between the County of El Paso and El Paso Emergence Health Network, EHN, regarding medication distribution for mental health services for inmates at the county downtown detention center and jail annex facilities. Contract number 2017-0321.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. The amendment in front of you is actually the sister amendment to the UTMB amendment you heard a couple of weeks ago. This is more of a housekeeping item. It's just stating what the requirements are for the $400,000 total to be used for those prescription services. If there's any questions, I can go ahead and answer those if you like.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions or a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
Do we have a second, please?
Yes, Ms. Pizza, that was me.
That was Commissioner Leon and Commissioner Stout. Thank
Yes.
you. Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Sorry, Judge, Commissioners, one last item. We promised you 2 amendments this July. We're actually pending one more. It's taking a little bit longer, but you should see it in August. So,
Okay. Thank you very much.
Public Works, item 11, postponed from June 12, 2017 and June 26, 2017. Approve and authorize the request to allocate the southernmost garage bay, 1,450 square feet, located adjacent to the parking lot of the Ascarity Annex, to the tax office in accordance with county policy.
And item 12 is the identical item, correct? Okay, all right.
Item 12, there's a difference. Item 12, discuss and approve
right,
the
right.
request to allocate the southernmost garage bay, 1,450 square feet, located adjacent to the parking lot of the Ascarity Annex, to the tax office in accordance with county policy.
Judge, Commissioners, the reason we posted the second item is the backup is a little bit different, and the agenda item reads slightly different. And in order to provide any different information, we were required to post a different item. Since the first item was just a postponement, we're not allowed to change it. But what we wanted to update you on, at this time, as you've been made aware, the tax office is not doing additional inspections. However, we have already cleared out the second bay. It's completely empty at this time. They are doing approximately 7 to 8 inspections per day on average. Well, and generally, most inspections take about somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour. They can take longer if issues are found. However, I do think it's better use of the space of the bays to be used for inspections. And inspections aren't necessarily one out, scheduled 8, 9, 10, that you can have several inspections come in at one time. So at this time, we would recommend you go ahead and allocate the space. We just want to be clear that it's not based on this 800 to 1,000% increase in inspections. They are still attempting to increase the inspections. We hope to know more later this year whether or not that's going to be possible. But in the meantime, I still think it is wise use of the space, better use of the space, to use it for inspections versus let it sit vacant.
Thank you, Betsy. Commissioners, do you all have any questions?
Make a motion to approve both.
Okay,
are
so-
we approving both 11 and 12?
And no action on item 11.
No action, item 11, and approve 12. I so move.
To approve item 12. Okay, thank you. Do we have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries. Purchasing, item 13, approve and authorize the county purchasing agent to solicit requests for proposals for consultation services, excuse me, of health and dental benefits for the county of El Paso. The purchasing agent has reviewed use of the request for proposal RFP process for this service.
Good morning.
Good morning, Deborah Correjo, County Purchasing Agent.
This is one of the items that would lend itself to a more complex RFP process, especially for the size and scope of the work that they're going to do with the dental and medical benefits.
Okay, thank you so much. Commissioners, any questions or a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leone?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 14, approve and authorize the partial award of bid number 16071, alcohol, drug testing supplies, and laboratory services for the County of El Paso to Redwood Toxicology for the alcohol, drug testing supplies only. Specifications for laboratory services will be revised and reissued. All necessary contract documents will be submitted to Commissioners Court at a later date for consideration and action. Approved by purchasing on June 14, 2017.
Good morning again.
Good morning, Deborah Crejo, County Purchasing Agent. If you move to accept the award of the supplies, it will give us a chance to go out and obtain bids for the services, which might allow us to actually coalesce some more departments in. And so we're asking for the award of supplies and then the authorization to go out and do something else for services.
Thank you, Ms. Carrejo. Commissioners, any questions or a motion?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leone?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 15, authorize the purchasing agent to close out the solicitation process for bid number 17007, catering and concession services for the county sports park, county pools, and Escarity Golf Course, and authorize to rebid.
Ms. Carrejo.
Deborah Crejo, County Purchasing Agent. Item number 15, I'm requesting that we close out this particular process so that we can review other options and perhaps look at a more holistic view of what our concessions, food courts, and vending could look like in a way that might actually generate some more revenue, but I'd at least like the chance to review some options.
Okay. Commissioners, any questions or a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leone?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 16, approve and authorize the purchasing agent to close out bid 17002, replacement of X-ray equipment, medical, for the downtown detention facility and end the procurement process.
Deborah Crejo, County Purchasing Agent. I believe there are better specs out there and that we can get the medical examiner's office what they're looking for. And so I'm requesting that we close out this particular purchasing process and reattack it.
Okay. Commissioners, any questions or a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leone?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much.
Grant applications. Approve the submission of county grant applications as listed and described. If awarded, all grant award agreements will be brought back to the Commissioners Court for final acceptance and approval. Item 17, authorize and approve permission to apply to the U.S. Department of Justice, Office of Justice Programs, Bulletproof Vest Partnership, BVP, for the El Paso County Sheriff's Office, constables and juvenile justice center law enforcement officers in the amount of $37,500 with a cash match of $37,500 from October 1st, 2017 to September 30th, 2019.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. This is a Department of Justice grant application. We do it every year. Some years we've been very successful, and some years we have not, as you can see in the backup. We're just here to answer any questions you may have about this application. It's one of those things that's better to apply in hopes that we'll get it and it's half paid for than versus not and have to pay for these ourselves. You know, the lieutenant has some more information about the material, the actual vest or the uniforms.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Commissioners. Currently, our bulletproof
bulletproof vests average between 7 and 9 years. They do have a shelf life of about 5 because of the sweat and the body oils that come off the officers. At this time, we are in great need of bulletproof vests, and they average anywhere between $5,000 to $6,000, maybe even a little more for the females who have to be tailored specifically. This would greatly increase the chances of outfitting those officers with bulletproof vests that are current.
Thank you so much. Commissioners, any questions or a motion? Commissioner Leon?
Lieutenant, do we have any deputies or constables out there with expired vests?
Yes, we do, sir.
We do? How many do you estimate we have?
I would say we have about 30 to 35% of our officers with expired vests.
30
yes,
to
sir.
35 with expired vests?
Yes, sir. I know mine is expired somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 9 years.
Lieutenant, can we also, I'm going to make a recommendation, of course, that we approve this, but over and above that, can you send my office, and I would say the entire court, more information? I'm very concerned about that, that we have our officers with vests that are not, in fact, expired.
We can definitely send you the information, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You got it, Commissioner.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
That was Commissioner Stout seconding.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Commissioner Pettis.
Aye.
Commissioner Leon.
Aye.
Commissioner Stout.
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty.
Aye.
Judge Escobar.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Hopefully we get more than $35 this time.
Budget and Finance, item 19. Approve amendment number 36 to the County of El Paso's 2016-2017 operating budget. This budgetary amendment will increase grants by $285,739 and enterprise by $7,677,000, thus increasing the overall budget of $392,449,274.15 to $400,412,013.15.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. Wally Hargrove from the Office of Budget and Fiscal Policy. We have a $7.677 million increase in our enterprise fund, specifically for Square Dance Wastewater Project. $6.3 million is federal grant, $1.33 in bond proceeds. This is to cover the cost of professional engineering, legal services, the bond interest, bond costs, bond issuance costs, and the construction of the project. Within general fund, we have two budget amendments, one within elections, transferring $25,000 out of maintenance and repair into operating equipment for the, to cover the purchase of new cubicles for the elections department. Within general administrative, transferring $98,902 out of legal contingencies into the more appropriate legal settlement line items and legal fee settlement line items for the same amount. Within grants, setting up the federal grant for $291,795 for the rural transit federal grant, all in contract services. Setting up a state grant for the juvenile justice alternative education program supplement grant for $3,372 for operating expense and employee training. $10,000 grant received through the federal government for the This, That, and the Other 2017 grant. Excuse me, This, That, and the Third. That's salaries overtime grant. The TJJD Mental Health Services grant, we are reducing that by $19,428, eliminating the professional service and a small amount for salaries. Setting up operations, reducing Operations Stone Garden 2015 SO grant for $2,500 and the opposing appropriation for overtime. Transferring that over to the Operations Stone Garden 2015 M&A SO grant. That's a federally funded program that's covering overtime and related fringe benefits. And lastly, setting up, I'm sorry, that was overtime and fringe benefits. That was the balance of today's amendments. Would ask for your favorable consideration.
Any questions? Commissioner Pettis?
On the elections department
sir.
request, that's above the 6204 funds, or has that account already been exhausted?
Yes, sir. This is to finish the reconfiguration of the current office and make sure they're in compliance with ADA. So this is taken into account with their 6204. This is a one-time transfer just for FY17.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Commissioner Pettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Escobar.
Aye.
Motion carries. Commissioners Court will now recess into executive session
Everybody's okay to
to
just-
discuss
Insanely fast
items
today.
28 through 20F pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071. The court will reconvene to take official action. Open session. That completes today's agenda.
Thank you, Ms. Pietzig. Thanks, everyone. We're adjourned.
The County of El Paso is required to competitively bid for a variety of goods and services to meet the operational needs of county departments as they serve the El Paso residents. Are you a business that would like to be notified of available bids and contracting opportunities? The County of El Paso Purchasing Department maintains a database that allows our staff to notify interested businesses of bid and contracting opportunities based on the vendor's area of expertise or preference. To find out more about becoming part of this vendor notification database or to update your company's current information, please contact our department at 915-546-2048.